Welcome to the Chamber event. I appreciate the Chamber putting this together, using Facebook, and here we go. Why use Facebook? There's a lot of reasons why. It's a good venue to engage your customers and target customers and connect with people that love your brand by way of using comments, by using likes and shares. You can gain a better understanding of your customers and get I guess probably like the DNA of what your customers and prospects like and expect out of your product or your competitors' products or your brand. So what I like to call, social media and Facebook specifically is it's word of mouth on steroids, because that's basically what it is. And there's so many businesses we run into in this town that were built on word of mouth, and now they have to adjust for the new times. And Facebook and social media, using Twitter, using LinkedIn, all these having a plan of attack could really help take you to the next level. You can advertise on Facebook for limited dollars or limited investment and potentially reach a national market. That's the beauty of it. It's usually pay-per-click and pay-per-impression type scenario. So it's a great venue to use Facebook for doing these specific things. Now here we are in a 50-mile radius of Youngstown. In Youngstown, it cuts into PA. You can see, let me get the laser going here. Into PA, this area, 50-mile radius. Here's how many people are on Facebook, right there, 742,000 people. That's a pretty good audience there. Out of that number, 50 and older, 243,000 people. So now, if you're a nursing home, hospital, whatever, you can look at and target this specific audience, and that's what you could do with Facebook and be specific on who you want to target. Make sure you put your links on your page, on your websites, all your social media. Make sure you have all those so you can interact, and it's easy for people to find you when they go to your web page. They can find your social media. Again, so you can utilize advertising and campaigns on Facebook, which they have some nice handy tools in Facebook where you can market whatever you want. Your page, you can do specific links, you can promote posts and get into more advanced things. But the idea is get more likes on your page. So you can create that interaction, create more opportunity for people to see you and your brand, and potentially increase your sales and awareness. Engage. And I'm not going to get engaged with anyone because I'm already married. So sometimes it's not necessarily you generating your own content. It's you even reposting and relinking to content that's in pop culture. So that's another way you can use Facebook to build activity and to build posts. So so your posts don't get stale. Amplify. There's a couple ways. One way is you want to do a sponsored story. Sponsored story is when someone likes your page or likes something about your page, you can get that isolated so it shows up in your feed, shows up on mobile, and shows up higher in the list. Another way is doing the standard timeline ad. That's to the right of your news feed. These are ads that probably most of people have seen. This is new on Facebook. They've been just rolling that out, and they've been refining how that looks. Another way is the boost. The boost. So when you do a post here, there's a little button at the bottom here that'll say Boost Post. Then this box pops up, and you can put in just a budget and do a couple click-throughs on defining your audience and hit Promote Post. Well, now it takes that post and it's going to blitz it across Facebook a little more because you want to increase these likes, the amount of people that are going to like the page and the people that see the post. They're going to show you statistics on what that potentially should reach as far as the actually right here. You estimated 3,900 to 7,300 people will see that. So they have a lot of logarithms going to give you some of that data that, for $30, are you kidding me? I'm going to reach that many people? That's why you want to use Facebook. It is a lot of B2C, but it still works. People are more apt to buy something or endorse something or try something with the influence or ratings of other people. So 80% is a large number for people to look at something and say, you know what? Well, Priya, she, this is an example we use, but she likes that. Maybe I should take a look at that. And it's all it's a soft influential type thing that takes place, and that's again the beauty of it. she's not talking to anyone. She just sees that and says, you know what, I'm going to like that page, or I'm going to, go buy that today when I get off work, just because, so many people like it. Maybe, they feel like they need to get involved and be involved with something. Otherwise, they're going to miss something. They're going to, they're scared that they're going to miss something, miss out. They're going to be not, they're not going to be keeping up with the Joneses per se. All right, so going viral. It's a virus you should love to have, right here. Virally means it just without anything paid, unique. That's the exposure you got with the page there in that particular post. And you know what? It didn't cost a dime for that right there. And here's what's cool about, you can measure ROI. You could see, 73 actions. That's likes, the reach, frequency, the clicks, the amount of clicks, the click-through rate. You can see all that. And then we had 2 different ads. We had one ad here, and then we had a sponsored story. Well, for whatever reason, the sponsored story kicked some butt. We had the actions there, and the reach was a lot larger. So that's the thing, people understand when we're talking to clients, people understand the management aspect. They're like, what do you mean you got to manage this? Well, we're like stockbrokers here, looking at all these analytics. We're trying to change the ad to get better exposure for you. Look at this. You see something like this, you're looking at a graph. You're like, well, what the heck did I do on April 15th? Besides, taxes were being filed. So I guess everyone, after they filed their taxes, they went to the bar, and that's why they had a big jump that day in activity. You want to check back and see what you did that day to see how you can repeat that again. So it's a great way to measure things. You can see your average price, the cost, cost per thousand, and per click type analytics here on the back end. So be diligent. It takes time to build that profile, and you got to stay adamant on it. So you're going to get some viral and organic going at the same time, but you just got to stay at it and be diligent with it. Check this out. Unamplified. Client, we were maintaining their page. Look what happened. As soon as we stopped, they said they were going to do it themselves. Well, you know what? You know how that goes. Procrastination, you get sidetracked. You don't do it. So hire professionals. You're not going to hire someone to go, some guy that's a roofer to put in a bathtub or whatever. I mean, hire professionals, that know what they do and they know their trade. But, there's what happened right there. Maintain your fan page and keep at it. We're on it. We have the pulse on, what's going on with Facebook and social media. And, if you're doing it in-house, just try and make sure you stay on it. That's all. Best practices. Go away with here. Build a strategy that's social by design. You should integrate, with all your marketing efforts. Social media should be a big part of your marketing, especially if you have limited dollars. Social media is a good way to incorporate, get a lot of frequency and exposure on limited dollars. So if anyone comes to us and says, you know what, I got minimum dollars, a couple $1,000 or what have you, how can I get the most bang for my buck? Well, you know what, we got to do some web marketing and do some social media, and you'll get the best bang for your buck that way. Create an authentic brand voice. Again, you want to create a people following and build your brand, stay on your brand, and be consistent with it and authentic. Make it interactive. Again, doing those polls and those sorts of things, getting people comment on things is a lot of fun. And again, it ends up being a soft sell for you. Nurture your relationships. Make sure you're keeping it fresh. You're engaging them. You're staying in touch. You reward, somehow reward people that are giving their time to try and support your brand and support your efforts. And then, lastly, keep on learning. Again, new things pop up. You want to make sure you always have your pulse or your hand on the pulse of what things are going on with social media, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, or Facebook, or Pinterest or Instagram. Any of those, you need to keep learning on how to use them. Closing shots. Facebook is as powerful as you want it to be. Be truthful. You want to create super fans that are trustworthy of you and your brand, and you want to interact with them. Experiment with ads. You want to gain support, awareness, activity. You want to build those likes up on that page. To continue on. I mean, it's a direct engagement you have with people that already either support you or support your company and your products. Make it fun. You don't always have to make it a sales pitch. Once in a while, you can sneak something in like that. Say, hey, today, whatever, $10 off. You can do a little bit of that, especially if you're giving them something. But try and keep it fun and a soft sell. Be consistent, maintain it, continue to build it. It's only going to do you better as you build on it. Again, it's integrated into social media platforms. Make sure you have the right links going to the right things. like we talked about, Lex talked about, keeping your personal away from your business pages. I kind of do the same thing. We have a Palo Creative Facebook and Twitter, but I also have a personal Twitter. So be mindful of that so you have the proper messaging. If everything's business in accounts, you make sure it's consistent in business on all those accounts. If it's something personal, then keep those all personal. Just keep them separated. The idea is grow your Facebook page. Grow the fans. Okay, very good. Thank you guys. Thank you.